Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rashis Kamantu, the tallest man in Black Africa. So if you are in the other channel, kindly subscribe to this new channel and let's move on together. So today I want us to look at Raila'S small meeting in Kamukunji. I'm calling it small. And this meeting, the small meeting in Kamukunji, which will be on Wednesday, has scared the government. The government is completely scared. It has seen none other than the president talking and asking the Azimio leader to give the schedule of his meetings, which in my view is sarcastic, which in my view is arrogance, which according to me is something that is showing that whatever the leader is planning is scaring the government. Now, was able to turn the church into a political rally. Na in that rally, kile ambacho tuliona ni kwamba tuliweza kuona the church being turned into anti-Raila'S demonstration against a small meeting. Just a small meeting. Remember, he's not calling for demonstration. He's just consulting his people. He's just consulting his soldiers. And again, some people have been ridiculing him, telling him to call his children. What they don't know is that Baba has many children. That is why he's called Baba. Sio tu hivi hivi, kwa sababu ana wafuasi wengi, kwa sababu he is an enigma of Kenyan politics. So why would the government be scared by such a small meeting? Why would the government have sleepless nights because of small meeting in Kamukunji? The man that they sent to Bondo in a wheelbarrow is scaring them. Why would this happen at a time like this, when the government, which actually won the elections, and it was a contest between those who trust in God and those who don't trust in God, and definitely those who trusted in God won the elections. Sio maneno yangu, ni maneno ya Kenya Kwanza. What we are saying is that it is nothing to scare the government. But if for instance, unashagazwa na masikio na hujaona pembe. Unashagazwa na masikio na hujaona pembe. Let's see why the government is very much afraid. Let's see why Kenya Kwanza is panicking. The first reason why Kenya Kwanza is panicking is because they know that Raila is a magnet. A magnet attracts, and Raila is one person who can attract a million people in Nairobi. That is why the government is panicking, because when somebody is magnetic, somebody is going to attract so many people, and they don't think there is any other person in Kenya who can attract a big crowd like Raila Amolo Odinga. This is the reason why the government is very, very scared. That is why the government is now going to the church to appeal to the church goers to rise against Baba, na ni jambo ambalo halifai, mpaka wakati tunaona neno la Mungu linahairishwa kanisani by our pastors, which is not the right thing. The other reason why the government is very much scared is because they know very well that Raila Amolo Odinga won the elections. Na hakuna kitu kibaya kama kukabiliana na mtu ambaye unajua yeye ndiye halali, ndiye mwizi. Mwizi ndiye anakabiliana na mtu ambaye ni halali. Na sorry for that. When you look at for example, a man ameiba bibi ya mtu mwingine, kwa mfano uchukulie hivyo. Kisha ukutane na yule sasa mume halisi, the real husband. You meet with him and you are just an adulterer. You can see the panic that can be there when the adulterer is there. This is what is happening. This is what the government is doing, because the government is not the real government that was elected by the people of Kenya. And they fear that Raila Amolo is going to spill the beans. So that is why they are very, very much scared. We saw none other than the president himself talking about it. And when he was talking, you could see the fear, you could see the panic, the facial expression tell it all. The other reason why they are so much scared of Baba is because that small meeting in Kamukunji means a lot. That small meeting for a man you took to Bondo tells a story, and ni jambo ambalo linaweza kubadilisha siasa kabisa kabisa, na mambo yakawa tofauti kabisa in the whole republic. The other reason why Kenya Kwanza is panicking and turning the church into church services into anti-Raila demonstration is because Raila is a movement. You know, a movement. Raila is like River Nile, and you cannot stop River Nile using your hands. Kuvo, unajua, ukiangalia utaona a movement is something that can change everything. You know, Raila is known to start many movements. Raila is known to have succeeded in so many things. Remember, this man has been on the trenches. Remember, this man was in jail for 9 years. Remember, this man has sacrificed it all. And when you now start destroying the gains that were made by the same person, you can see what you are doing. So, as a movement, the government has to be scared to the maximum. The other reason is that other than being a movement, Raila himself is an institution. An institution of Raila Amolo Odinga exists in people's mind. An institution of Raila Amolo Odinga exists in the blood of his supporters. There's some people who have been supporting Baba. There's some people who believe in Baba. There's some people who don't just see him like that. Ni kama vile Bob Marley. Watu wa reggae mnawajua. Hao watu, there's nothing you can convince them because it is in them. Just like in football, there's no way you can convince an Arsenal supporter or a Man U supporter not to support that party. It is like that. It's a movement. Just like the way you see the Azimio supporters, you just compare them with the Arsenal supporters. Kuwabia mtu wa Arsenal ati Man City can be his team, it is very, very, very hard. So that's why I'm saying he's a movement and he's also an institution. Again, Raila is the people's president. By that we mean many people identify with Raila Amolo Odinga as their leader. Many people identify with Raila Amolo Odinga as their president. He has been given this name by the people and is the people's president. You know, he is very powerful. His word is very, very powerful. That is why it is sending shivers down the spines of Kenya Kwanza. That's why even the president himself is panicking. That is why Gachagua himself sees the Raila shadow everywhere he walks. That is why you see some people cannot even be able to face Raila Amolo Odinga. That is why you see people like Farouk Kibet tweeting every day because they are having sleepless night because of this small rally in Kamukunji. I'm calling it small rally. It will just be a small rally. So there's no need to be scared because Raila is just going to consult his people. He's just going to consult the people of Nairobi. The other reason, in my view, is because Baba has so many supporters in Nairobi. And in fact, Baba is the king of Nairobi. If you go to the county assembly, you realize that the MC are the majority. If you look at the number of elected leaders in Nairobi, Baba has the majority. And you all just need to look at yesterday's meeting at Bakasi, and there was massive turnout. Kupita tu walikuwa napita. Kuvo ni upepo ambao unavuma kwa nguvu sana. And with this kind of support, any government would be scared by just a small meeting. And again, when you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, he is very good at mobilizing people. He's a mobilizer. He can mobilize the whole country behind him. He can mobilize people around a certain cause. And there's no other person in this country who can be able to mobilize people in such a magnitude. There's no such a person in Kenya who is as influential as Raila Amolo Odinga. There's no such a person. In fact, there's some people who see Raila as somebody who should have been the president long time ago. And the fact that Raila's victory had been stolen in the past, I think in 4 elections, kile ambacho watu wanajua ni kwamba people will always stand with Baba, people will always defend Baba, and ni jambo ambalo linaweza kuchogonoa mawazo ya Kenya Kwanza, ni jambo ambalo linaweza hata kuwafanya wakose usingizi. And this is what is happening. Again, when you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, you realize that the issue of legitimacy is something that is disturbing the current regime. The current regime is suffering from illegitimacy. I call it deliberate illegitimacy issues. kwa sababu wanajua vile this election was contested, and if you look at it from all perspective, and in the fullness of time, people will come to realize that Raila is the one who should be leading this country. People will come to realize that Baba won the elections, and this is why you find Kenya Kwanza having sleepless night, and they are going to suffer a lot. And when I mean I talk about suffering, I mean mikakati itabidi waketi chini wajue vile ambavyo watakabiliana Baba. And some people are mistaking Baba, like they think they want a handshake. Baba is not interested in handshake. Baba, I think, may not even work with Ruto. And many people had thought that Baba ameisha. Kwa fikiria kwamba after uchaguzi ameisha. Baba hawezi isha. I have said it's a movement. I've said it's an institution. Na siafu huwa wengi kuwamaliza. Unaweza fikiri utamaliza siafu. But I can tell you, it is not easy to do away with safari ants. Kindly remember to subscribe to the current channel. The other one was infiltrated. Kindly let us all support this Raila'S coming to the tallest man in Black Africa. And again, I want to thank those supporters who have already shifted to this new channel. I don't take it for granted. I'm humbled. I'm safe. I'm okay. And may you have a blessed day. Till next time. Bye-bye.